In this video, I'm just going to share some thoughts of the Spyderco Shaman with you. Now let's get on with this video. Greetings and welcome back to the channel, and welcome if it's your first time here. My name is Johnny. I'm an artist, musician who happens to like things like this as well. I like to take them into the woods and get creative with them from time to time. In this video, I'm going to talk about this particular tool. It's the Spyderco Shaman. This one here, when I first saw it, it was the son of the owner, I can't remember his name, of Spyderco. He talked about this knife in the early stages. I guess he had a prototype. He was going to release it shortly thereafter. This was quite a few years ago. I was interested in it back then, and lo and behold, 2026, it finally makes an appearance. The only reason I went for it is because I wanted to be in the Cool Club and have something in Magna Cut. And then as I was just watching some stuff on the interwebs here before making this video, there's a Maxicut or a Magna Max or some other steel that's right after this, and I think it's Magna Max. So yeah, I can't keep up with all that stuff, and I'm not even trying. I thought I'd just try this one because I really liked the Shaman. So my experience has been only about a week and a half probably since I got this. I opened up the box, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts that came through at that time. I haven't had this long enough to really give you a full long time review. And this is not really a review anyway. Another disclaimer is I'm not a big fan of the compression lock, and I am not a sponsored channel. So take that as you may, or as you would like, to whatever. So when I pulled it out of the box and pulled it out of the Spyderco plastic thing, I immediately, my thumb went right here. I don't know why, but it did. These ribs, you can see they're all parallel. There's only one that's kind of crossing them, and that's pretty much it. So when I opened it, I thought, oh, that's great. And then I went to do the Spyderco, pinch here, and my thumb, it kept sliding. I'd pinch, and I kept sliding. But since then I've got more used to it. I've got another compression lock here in the PM2. It's just not, I don't have that thing because there's some traction going on here, a little bit of G10. So anyways, there's that. The other thing I noticed when I opened it up was I did the usual 3-finger just to see how sticky the edge was, and the edge was super sticky. And the other thing that caught my eye was this recurve, and I'm thinking to myself, is it supposed to have a recurve? I haven't seen enough videos on this knife. It almost seems to me that it should have kept going straight and flat before it made this little S turn. So I'm thinking for sharpening it might be a bit of a pain. Don't know. Please let me know, if you like, if you have the same thing. Is this something that's always been there? The other thing that I noticed is the edge, the blade edge geometry is symmetrical. So both sides are the same, which is really nice, so that when you look at the tip, you see that the edges are close to a perfect match. I don't know if they're ever 100% of a perfect match. Some knives come out perfect, some don't always come out perfect. Sometimes they're a little steeper on one side and shallower on the other. Just, I don't know. I seem to have bad luck sometimes on that. So those couple of things I noticed. The other thing I noticed when I was just kind of playing around is it's very thick behind the edge. I would imagine it's obviously always been that way. It's supposed to be thick behind the edge. I did take it into the woods. My video previous to this, I just cut some sausage and some ginger and some lemon, and I just made myself something to eat and drink in the woods. It performed perfectly fine for some food prep. The one thing that I was not crazy about is the finish. It's like a flat black, and when I was cutting the sausage, the lemon, the ginger, I just go to give it a wipe or had a towel there. it always left a film. So I had to really work at it just to get rid of that film. It's the only thing I can use to describe that is a film. There was a film left behind. So minor things, right? The recurve might not be such a minor thing for some people because it's going to be a pain in the butt to sharpen, possibly. I use the sharp maker, so I honestly don't think it's going to be a problem. The pocket clip is 4 possibilities: tip up, tip down, right, left. You'll notice that I have mine in the tip down configuration. A couple of reasons, 2 reasons: practicality and comfort. So I've been kind of carrying tip down in my SOCOM Elite and my military for all the time. And the reason for me is on the practicalities is when I pull it out of the pocket, it's already in the ready to go position rather than pull it out of the pocket, kind of shimmy and turn. And sometimes if the blade is really long, it's a lot of shimmying, and I don't like that. So I am happy with the tip down. I would almost prefer it now I'm at that point. The other reason was comfort. So when I had this on the tip up position on the right side, I found it dug into my hand more than it does in this position. This position here, I can still notice it, but not as much. I would say it's just a lot more comfortable. Now, if there was, no pocket clip at all, the comfort is amazing. And the reason why I got the Buck 110 and the quick draw that I made is because this knife here is so comfortable, in fact, so ergonomic in my particular hand, that I could see myself making a quick draw for the Shaman. Very similar to the Buck 110 that I made, right? And by the way, I got a big chunk of leather. I'm thinking of making some more. And anyways, I got some other ideas, but you see where I'm going here. I could see that here as well. This would be totally functional. The right hand, or the right angle of this knife in comparison to the Buck, you can see that the lengths are very, very similar. So the profile of the pouch would be very similar as well. The only thing that I would probably work out is the angle here. It's not going to stay there because it's the Buck, this one here. So I don't know, it might be the same width. I'm not 100% sure on how that's going to work yet, but it's kind of my goal. I'm trying to envision it right now. I'm sharing it with you in the early stages. Anyway, that's why these two are here right now. So back to the Shaman. The G10 here is perfectly flat. You can see that there. Just put something flat on there, right? You can see that it's flat. There's no contour. However, because they were really, really aggressive with the chamfering here, it's super, super comfortable. Like I said, very, very comfortable when there's no pocket clip against your palm. Now, the gripability and lockability on this knife is amazing. The jimping is, it's in the Goldilocks spot right now, as far as I can tell. It's in the right spot. It's not too aggressive. I mean, they do their jimping pretty good. It's usually pretty good. I have never really had a problem with any of the Spydercos that I've owned. Anyways, in this position here in the forward choil, I mean, this thing is so locked in. I don't know what to say. It's comparable to my Contigo and my Adamas and my Microtech Amphibian, where when you grab it, you just feel locked in. And this one here gives me that vibe as well. And with that thick edge and pretty thick blade steel, it kind of makes me think I think it's the same blade steel as the paramilitary, be honest with you. Paramilitary too. So it gives me that vibe that maybe this would make a good military pocket knife, perhaps. It's kind of thick. It seems kind of stout. It's got some good blade steel. I don't know, maybe it's overkill on the blade steel for military application, right? But anyway, it's hard to say. So Ergo's awesome. Holdability, lockability, awesome. Pocket clip, 4 ways, okay. It's unfortunate that companies like this just don't give you a deep pocket clip off the get-go. Why? It makes no sense. They could make, you know, a new type that comes with all of their knives, so you don't have to go to another outfit to get a deep one. To me, that's just, it's poor. I mean, people should complain about that more as far as I'm concerned, because yeah, they got our money. Yeah, we got we got their unit, but yeah, whatever. That's a little bit of my gripe is the pocket clip. Staying on the pocket clip, we've got, you know, another compatibility here. You got this really nice flat black going on here. Why can't you match it? You know, I've got Benchmades and I've got other black ones where the pocket clip it's the same kind of texture, same kind of shineability as the blade. It seems kind of a missed point here. It seems to me wrong. It should be a match, and it should be deep carry. That would be a win as far as I'm concerned. Another one I'm sure people have talked about. I haven't watched barely any. I think I watched 2 videos on this knife. But the guard here, it's a little bit more pronounced than, say, this guy, right? And when this guy's closed, well, you can kind of see it there, but it's not sticking out at all. And I'm sure you all know about this one already, is that this guy's sticking out quite a bit. So my finger, when I first started closing this, again, when I just got it out of the box, it started bumping against that. So it kept hitting my finger and stopping there all the time. And after about 3, 4, 6 times, it started to actually get aggravating, and I was not happy. So I had to time it to the point where when it closed, of course it's not going to do it now on camera, that I had to move my finger out of the way in just the right time, and it's okay. And now this is using my right hand. Now, I wouldn't say I have the same kind of fidgety love experience with my left hand on this particular knife. The Paramilitary 2, you know, I could sit here and do this for hours, and it's not that bad. It's okay. Not the greatest deployment, but you know what I mean. If I was a dedicated lefty, how would I, you know, like I would probably go like that, but you run the risk of, by doing that, you run the risk of, oh, these guys are all in the path of travel. If something gets bumped in a bad way, you know where I'm going. Right hand, I mean, you could, it's fun, it's good, no issues. Here, I was having a couple issues. From the left, if I was to do this, by pinching down on this, that kind of thing, because there's no traction on the face of this liner lock face. I know it's a compression lock, but it's just a liner lock on the top. Because it's smooth, my thumb is falling off. So it's, for me, for the left, I would almost just do this, just to break it and get it in. I don't know if anybody else is dealing with that as well. Right now I'm okay here, but anyhow, so that's it. I think that's pretty much it. I have taken it apart. It was a little bit of a pain, but it wasn't too bad. Pulled the washers, buffed them on the what's it called there, the strop, just to get the brass or the phosphorus bronze, whatever they are, get them all shiny. Put them on, it's a little bit smoother, it's okay. The blade centering came pretty good, just trying to find that right angle there for you. It's not too bad, not too bad. I can't say that they're all gonna be really good or all really bad, who knows, but Spyderco is usually typically pretty good for that. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to find a particular type of love for this one right now. It's not as strong as some of my other knives in this category. I could have brought out a whole bunch with the black blade and the, the black handle, the Contigo, the Adamas, the SOCOM Elite, the Amphibian, the AK-47. I got a whole bunch of them that are, in that hard use kind of, you guys that have been here long enough, you know the ones I'm talking about. I got a swack of them. This one kind of in that same category. The length of the handle from here to the start of the blade is ginormous compared to the amount of blade. You can really see it in a lot of different knives. I don't know if this is going to be a good example. Maybe not as good. I know it was really, really noticeable when I had it next to the SOCOM Elite. But, so there you go. Handle to blade. You can see there's, I don't know. It's different. You can see where the blade edge starts. And, yeah, I don't know. It's okay. It's just got that heavier tip vibe. Like, it just feels a little bit more on the hard use, perhaps, or a little bit more stout. Like these tips here, compared to this tip, are not as stout. But anyways, so blade steel, I can't say anything about Magna Cut. I'm not one of those people that cuts rope and tests and all that stuff. There's other places for that if you want information on that. This is just my initial thoughts. Do I like it? Yeah, I think I do like this knife. I think it's going to be even better when I create something here that might be even better. So we'll see where that goes. Outside of that, that's all I got really. We'll take these knives out and just kind of put them all out on the table and leave it there. And by all means, do what you got to do. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again, maybe.